Hi guys, and welcome to my video. In this video, I want to share some thoughts about Tycoons. I want to express how I feel about them in the year 2024. So this game right here is called Deep Space Tycoon. It was created by Big Granny 0000 something like that. And I have no idea what happened to that person. I think their group is deleted, their YouTube channel is inactive for over a year, and I'm not sure if that person is even alive anymore. So this game is what you could say is discontinued. However, I used to love it so much. It was very fun. I've played this more than once. I've done the rebirth, I've been all around, I've spent Robux, all that good stuff. It's a really fun game because it's a well-made tycoon. So in case you guys don't know, a tycoon is a type of game, especially on Roblox, where you accumulate points. In this case, it's cash. I'm using these droppers to generate money. They're going down this conveyor, and pretty much the whole premise of this game, this tycoon, is to build these conveyors, build these droppers, and accumulate cash to buy more, and to buy more, and to buy more. I think this one is very unique because you can see here these 7 droppers are one specific type. You start off with super simple, and then they gain more detail as they become more powerful. So I think the developer put in a lot of time. I hope they're okay. I don't know what's going on, but this game certainly has been abandoned. Anyways, let's just explore a little bit and see what a tycoon is. Pretty much, I'm stepping on these little pads here, and it unlocks more things. So these are more cosmetic than anything. It's not really part of the actual gaining money and stuff like that. That is over here marked by these red ones. So I can create more droppers and upgrade them. And of course, these cubes are the currency, each one being worth a certain amount. And once they hit that square over there, it's translated to cash. So that's what this tycoon is all about. But what I've noticed about tycoons is that in 2024, I don't see a whole lot of new ones. I don't see a whole lot of innovation or new tycoons that are fun and exciting, especially on this level. Many people say this is the best tycoon ever. It's their personal opinion. There are a lot of other ones too, but the amount of work that went into this, just the cosmetics. See, again, this has nothing to do with gaining money. It's just for visuals, and they even all have a little name. You can see Statue of Power is the name of this one. Version 2, you upgrade it, and so there's the full statue. This is called a power dropper, so on and so forth. You can see this is labeled by the wall 4, version 2, all that. Okay, everything has a specific name, so it kind of adds to the story of what you're doing, what you're building in these tycoons. So that's why I find them to be very entertaining, very fun. That's why I can spend hours just relaxing, finding out the good balance between saving cash and then spending it on better droppers. It's super fun. There are some really fun tycoons, like I remember some skyscraper tycoons where you keep building up and up and up, and they were a lot of fun. They had cool music, very entertaining. However, I don't see a whole lot of new tycoons like that, original ideas being made in 2024. One thing I want to emphasize is I have seen a lot of copies. So a lot of tycoons, like they might have different themes like superhero or princess or Halloween theme or whatever it is, and then they use the same template. They have the same exact copied droppers and conveyors. It's all a copy. It all takes the same amount of time, and it is not fun doing the same tycoon over and over again, just with different backgrounds or different themes. It doesn't make sense. So I've been seeing a lot of that, a lot of tycoons that are literal just copies and pastes, which is very disappointing to me when I meet developers that want to show me their tycoons and all it is just a copy paste, and maybe they changed a couple things like the color of the dropper or the background. I get very disappointed. And I'm like, here we go again. This is just another copy. Nothing interesting or new has been made. And this is very common. Developers, I think they are just not coming up with ideas. Maybe they're being lazy. They want a cash grab. Well, that's not gonna work. I promise you, if you want to make money, if you want to make a name for yourself, you need to come up with original ideas. There are some sleazy or scandalous games that do end up unfortunately making money and becoming popular, but I'll tell you, it's not the way to go, because you're gambling your reputation. If people catch on, you might ruin your reputation, and people will know your name and they will know that you don't make good quality content. So back to the focus here of Tycoons. Okay, what I love to see are stories. Like, okay, for example, I'm going to the astral mushroom realm and I am building these generators, these harvesters, and it's building me more money. It's exciting, you know. This one is sci-fi, so you know I love learning new things. This is space theme. I think it's really interesting. So this is some sort of an extractor, and these things are harvesting from these interesting mushrooms. So again, there is a story. It feels like I'm really progressing. This is a kind of like a narrative story. Really cool. It's exciting. You know, I love the anticipation of, oh, what am I going to see next? So this is the Mushroom World satellite. Okay, that's cool. It's a satellite. Each time I upgrade it, I add something new to it, and there's a very real excitement, like kind of like when you unbox something or when you're seeing something for the first time. It's marvelous and it's exciting. That's why I've played this game not only once, but more than once throughout the years. So if you guys want to create tycoons, or if you want to discover tycoons, I encourage you to look for ones that have original ideas. This one is a great example. Unfortunately, the developer has gone missing in action. So it's kind of like Legacy, and I'm just kind of revisiting it. I already kind of know what it is. That's why I don't play it as much. It's not as exciting. But if I could find new tycoons that are like this with all this detail, oh my goodness, I'd be willing to spend hundreds of Robux and maybe even 100 hours of my time just playing that game. So I know that there are still some good tycoons. A lot of them have become dated. For example, Lumber Tycoon is extremely dated. I saw it in the hunt, the Easter hunt for 2024, and oh my goodness, it was atrocious. It was disgusting because of how old and outdated that game was. It had a horrible user interface. It was just a nightmare to play it. So again, many of the great tycoons of back in the day, many of them are abandoned, many of them are kind of broken, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of new ones coming in. So if you guys are developers, I encourage you guys to take the time to come up with stories, to make your own unique ideas. That is one way that you can ensure that you can build a fan base. You'll have a whole story, you'll have lore, you'll have people excited talking about what you'll add next. It's really amazing. If you want to take the easy path and just copy paste and be lazy and add a few touches and all that, don't be surprised if nobody plays your game. I will tell you, I'm getting extremely sick of that, and I think there needs to be some sort of revitalization. There needs to be something done in the way of creativity. So again, this is called Deep Space Tycoon. It's an excellent example of an idea that took so much time. It's an original idea, and people are still playing it today, even though it's been over a year, maybe two, and nothing has happened. The developer has gone missing, but there are still people playing this game. Isn't that awesome? So there are my thoughts about Tycoons in 2024. I'm looking forward to what the future holds, and I would love to see awesome Tycoons spring up in the future. If there's some really epic ones, kind of like this, but you know, more modern, and you know, with more cutting edge graphics and all that, I'll be super excited. I'll play it, I'll give it a shout out, all that good stuff. But until then, I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully you guys can find some great tycoons. Let me know if you find any. I'll leave it at that. If you guys would subscribe, join the winning team. We do a bunch of epic Roblox stuff. Alright guys, have a nice day. Bye bye.